And welcome back to the MUTV News Election Special. Politically active students have been working around campus campaigning for both political parties. Our own Ryan Chambers found out what college Democrats were doing around campus.
Enthusiasm among college Democrats coalesced last Friday as students on campus got a chance to meet Senator Feingold in person. Both he and Tom Barrett were here to get students excited about the election, a task that turned out to be easier than they may have thought.
Great people here today. We have Russ Feingold. Let's hear it for Russ Feingold.
The group has been hard at work on both campaigns since the beginning of the school year. They were at the recent governor's debate to show their support. And have been around campus today spreading the word.
Hopefully that continues throughout the day. We're going to be out here all day until the last final minute to make sure we get as many votes as possible. Any concerns we see, we're going to try to address them as best of our abilities. And it's really just, making sure that, our voices are being heard. So
clearly, they believe in their candidates.
A lot of people have been telling us, there should be an enthusiasm gap. This isn't Obama running, so we shouldn't see anybody. They are excited. There is no enthusiasm gap.
For MUTV News, this is Ryan Chambers.
Thank you, Ryan. I had the chance to sit down with Bill Neidhart yesterday to discuss what made them so enthusiastic about the Democratic Party. Here's what he had to say.
Go.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
So, you are an intern for the Feingold campaign?
Yeah, Feingold Senate Committee is the official name, but the Feingold campaign, Feingold, Senator Russ Feingold's been there for 18 years.
So he's a Democrat running for senator again. Yep. Why the Democratic Party? Why
the Democratic Party? Well, it's really not that hard of a question. The Democrats, time and time again, you can look at history. I used to be very undecided when it came to Democrat versus Republican. And it really was a course in U.S. history that kind of told me, the progressive movement's something to really be fond of. Fighting for other people's rights, for the underprivileged, that's something that, really should happen in America. It's the most American thing. So this whole thing about who's most patriotic, to me, really, the Democratic Party is what, embodies America. This everyone standing up for everyone else.
So what is Senator Feingold doing to encourage college voters to get out to vote? What issues does he think are important to college students?
Right. Russ always kind of has been this young, energetic guy. He started out as a young gun, gunning for it, and he still has that same, kind of momentum, that same feeling. And for college students, he's done a lot of college Get Out the Votes rally. He was here this past week. I actually got to introduce him, which was nice, along with Gwen Moore, who's running for Congress, and Tom Barrett, who's running for governor. And he's been all over the state.
What issues is Russ Feingold trying to tackle for college students that really affect our lives?
Yeah, this is something that I run into a lot because a lot of kids here, they're from suburban Illinois, and they're like, oh, I don't live here. If you go to Marquette, you live here, 8 months a year. That's quite a lot. You live here, so what happens to this state really matters to you. And, one of my friends said, well, he's not going to do anything to lower my tuition. And then I thought he had me, I thought, oh no. And I was, wait, hold on a second. Russ really fought for this terrible bill, whatever, the health care bill. Well, if you're a student, you really should be for it because in that bill, it reduced interest rates on student loans. It did away with a lot of the corporations that were taking too much control of that. And the fact that you have health care until you're 26, and I can say in my parents' plan, not only does that make it easier for me to pay off my college loans just for not having to pay that, but also it looks great on a resume, leaving school, tell your employer, hey, wait till I'm 27 to start paying for my health care. It's going to look good.
So Feingold has been in Congress for many years. He is a veteran, and he's running against a Republican who really hasn't had any experience. How is he handling that?
Well, the thing about Russ is that he might have been there for 18 years, right? But man, he is not an insider. He has been listed as the #1 enemy of lobbyists. And he's, people are trying to say, oh, he's an insider. Russ isn't an insider. He's fighting against this whole entire thing. He is part of this. He is the maverick. And to be frank, Ron Johnson, might have been able to run his own plastics company with the help of his family, but I just don't see how he's going to be able to fight for everyday Wisconsinites.
So Russ is bringing us forward.
Oh, The campaign slogan is Feingold Forward, and you know the past 18 years that's what he's done.
Okay.
And I can make a promise for you. That's what he's going to keep on doing.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Very educational. Thanks.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at our district's congressional races. Running on the Democratic ticket is incumbent Gwen Moore. She is a Marquette alum, and her platform focuses on urban development.
And over on the Republican ticket, we have Dan Sebring. Sebring is a former volunteer firefighter, naval veteran, and small business owner. The platform includes helping small businesses as well as the working class. And after the break, we'll tell you what students around campus have been doing to help their Republican candidates. We will be right back.
Wisconsin has a lot of independent voters, and Wisconsin is an independent state, and people here make up their minds. And they're looking for a governor, first of all, who's going to be straight with them and who's going to give them honest plans. That's me. Second, they're going to want someone who's competent. If you talk